News Services Division of Akashvani presents Northeast Diary.
Good evening and a warm welcome to another episode of Northeast Diary, your window into the vibrant cultures, inspiring stories, and unfolding events across the 8 jewels of India's Northeast. I'm Vinita Thakur, and in today's episode, we embark on a journey into the rich cultural heritage of Nagaland's indigenous Angami tribe. We'll also explore one of the most picturesque destinations in Arunachal Pradesh, the beautiful town of Mechuka, known for both its religious and historical significance. But for now, let's begin our journey in Meghalaya, which is going green, quite literally. On the occasion of World Environment Day, the state of Meghalaya has announced an ambitious new goal to increase its green cover by a staggering 40,000 hectares over the next 5 years. Here is a report.
Building on the nearly 22,000 hectares of forest added in the last 7 years, the Meghalaya government is doubling down on its environmental commitments. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma, addressing the state's green efforts, said, "This target reflects Meghalaya's resolve to fight deforestation and promote sustainable development."
The government of Meghalaya has been working tirelessly in the last 7 years for preservation of the environment and overall increasing our forest cover, and also in terms of cleanliness and other aspects of the environment. Close to about 22,000 hectares of new forest cover has been grown in the last 5 years, where about close to 2 crore saplings have been planted by the different departments and different agencies of the government. In the next 5 years, we have a target of covering 40,000 more hectares of forest cover.
The Chief Minister also highlighted the success of the Payment for Ecosystem Services program. Over 42 crore rupees has already been paid to communities for preserving 52,000 hectares of forest land.
Through the PES, which is a very, very innovative program, Payment for Ecosystem Services, where we actually give funds to the community who own the forest area to preserve and to protect the forest area. So it's a very unique program. Per hectare, we give about 15,000 rupees to the landowner, to the community, so that they don't cut or destruct or destroy the forest cover. And through this program, about 42 crores has been distributed to the community, and close to about 52,000 hectares of forest cover has been protected and has not been destroyed.
Under the Enhanced Green Meghalaya Plus initiative, incentives of up to 20,000 rupees per hectare will now be offered, aiming to protect 1 lakh hectares.
We have started what we call the Green Meghalaya Green Plus program, where now we're giving up to 20,000 rupees per hectare, and our target is to touch 1 lakh hectares of preserved forest area through the community, in partnership with the community, by funding the community and making it a movement where everybody gets involved together. Apart from that, as you're aware, 2027 we have the National Games, which is going to be hosted by Meghalaya, which is again a very, very important event for us. And we have just released a program and a mission for 2027, which is the Clean Shillong program. And with that, we are now going in a mission mode to ensure that not just Shillong, the next phase will be Tura and Jowai and other locations where we plan to host some of the games.
Principal Chief Conservator of Forest R.S. Gill lauded the state's long-standing tradition of environmental stewardship, from sacred groves to the iconic living root bridges.
This is a statement of the commitment of the government to forest and environment, as well as a tribute to the undying spiritual connection of our people with the forests. A visit to the sacred groves will show how the communities have for generations, by their own active participation, preserved their forests. Every visit to the sacred groves is a personal experience of learning for all government functionaries, including me, to see how much the community can achieve on its own when they have such a deep-seated link with the forests. The Living Root Bridges at Modinong, where a whole new innovation has been brought into effect, shows that the thinking process has continued for generations, refined over generations, to reach a certain denouement which we are proudly witnessing in our time.
Gill also acknowledged improvements in forest infrastructure, noting that better housing and transportation facilities have significantly boosted the morale and efficiency of frontline forest staff.
The government of Meghalaya has taken forward this long-abiding tradition and initiated measures, most important, to involve the community in protection of the forests. And this is at the core of the Green Meghalaya program, under which payment of ecosystem services are made to the community to protect their forests. This has now been upgraded to Green Meghalaya Plus, which offers better facilities, better results for the community. We have provided accommodation, transportation to our frontline staff to make their working conditions better.
With a clear roadmap and grassroots involvement, Meghalaya is steering its green mission with purpose and pride. This is Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with Lamphang Nongspang reporting for Northeast Diary from Akashvani News, Shillong.
In a significant step toward academic collaboration, St. Joseph University in Nagaland has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Research and Information System for Developing Countries, or RIS, a premier policy research institute under the Ministry of External Affairs. This agreement aims to foster joint academic and research initiatives. Here is more from our correspondent, Mary.
The Memorandum of Understanding was formally signed by representatives of St. Joseph University, Nagaland, and the Research and Information System for Developing Countries during the International Conference on Global South and Triangular Cooperation Emerging Facets held in New Delhi last week. The collaboration is part of a national initiative with St. Joseph University among 23 institutions across India to join hands with RIS. Under the agreement, the partners will collaborate for joint research, faculty exchange, pooling of academic resource, and co-hosting conferences on pressing global issues. It also paves the way for joint publications and exchange of scholarly materials. The partnership is expected to strengthen institutional capacity and contribute to the growth and development of the region through knowledge sharing. For Northeast Diary, this is Mary, Akashvani News, Kohima.
The Northeast is confidently stepping into a new era of progress, having experienced significant growth and development over the past 11 years. This was the key message delivered by Union Minister Sarbananda Sonowal during a press conference on Viksit Bharat Ka Amrit Kaal held on June 10th at the State Convention Centre in Shillong. Here is a report.
Highlighting 11 years of service, good governance and welfare under the BJP-led NDA government, Union Minister for Ports, Shipping and Highways Sarbananda Sonowal said the Northeast has witnessed transformational shift in infrastructure and connectivity. The minister pointed to investments of over 4.5 lakh crore rupees announced during the recent Northeast Investor Summit in Delhi, an event attended by top industrial houses and Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself.
Investor Summit at Delhi, Honorable Prime Minister had inaugurated, and in that particular meeting, a lot of global industrial houses were present, and ultimately with their active participation, we got a promise of worth of rupees 4.5 lakhs crore investment for the overall growth of Northeast by those leading industrial houses in presence of the Honorable Prime Minister. So this is the special attention he has given for the promotion of Northeast.
He emphasized that the Prime Minister sees the Northeast not only as a priority but as a strategic bridge to Southeast Asia.
Honorable Prime Minister is projecting this particular region to make a hub for the entire Southeast Asia, and he wants to make this particular region as a growth engine for the growth of India. So this is the kind of attention, this is the love and affection the people of Northeast received from Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, and he himself visited the entire region more than 70 times and he has directed all the Council of Ministers to pay visit to all the 8 states of Northeast every fortnightly, and also to implement scheme from their respective ministries within a time frame. Because of the whole government approach, ultimately we got the support more than 7.2 lakhs crores in the last 11 years, which has resulted developing our connectivity and communication, road, bridges, and also the medical institution, AIIMS, IIMs, IIT, IIIT, and also big national level of agriculture research institution and airports. So this is the way Northeast had been projected as a very important growth engine for the entire nation.
Minister Sonowal also shed light on the dramatic shift in internal security. From a past marred by unrest and insurgency, the region is now moving towards peace. Over 74% of areas under AFSPA have been withdrawn, and thousands of former extremists have laid down arms and joined the mainstream.
After Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi is taking over the leader of the nation, whatever he has taken the initiative to bring peace and tranquility, like thousands of extremists, they have laid down their guns and joined in the mainstream of the nation, and ultimately 74% areas from where AFSA has been withdrawn. So this has clarified the position of Northeast, that now Northeast become a very favorable destination for investment, for overall growth.
He credited the centre's policies for improving living standards and expanding social security in the region.
In the last 11 years, because of the effective policy and program adopted by BJP-led NDA government, the growth of economy has ultimately proved that the good governance, sincere effort, devoted effort, and hard-working effort have ultimately made the country powerful. All sections, right from the poorest of poor, farmers, youth, women, and differently able, all sections of society have got justice, and whatever scheme had been promulgated for the upliftment of all this section of the society, this scheme have been implemented timely with quality.
As India stands on the cusp of becoming the world's third largest economy, the Northeast has been positioned as both a beneficiary and a contributor to that growth story. This is Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with Lamfrang Nongspang reporting for Northeast Diary from Akashvani News, Shillong.
The beautiful town of Menchuka in Shiyomi district of Arunachal Pradesh is one of the most picturesque destinations in the state. It is known for both its religious and historical significance. Menchuka is also known as Menchuka, which is made of 3 words. Men means medicinal, Chu means water, and Ka means ice in local language. The melted water flows here from the snow-capped peaks is believed to have medicinal values. The place is a paradise on earth with untouched natural beauties. Due to its mesmerizing landscapes, exotic tribes, natural beautiful lake, and snow-capped mountains, this place is gradually becoming a popular tourist destination in Arunachal Pradesh. The Siom River flows through Menchuka, also provides a spectacular view in the valley. The main inhabitants of Menchuka Valley are the people of Memba, Ramu, Bokar, and Libo tribes. In the recent years, this old but small town has emerged as a tourist hotspot. A report.
The town Menchuka or the Menchuka lies deep inside north-central Arunachal Pradesh near Indo-China border. Menchuka is one of the most sought tourist destinations in the state in the recent times because of its remote location and exquisite natural beauty. The first glimpse of Menchuka gives the impression of a place frozen in time, an extensive flatland amidst mountains, of brown and green, garlanded by snow-clad peaks on three sides, and Yargapchu River meandering its way over the vast plain dotted with colorful houses. Mechuka is inhabited primarily by the Memba tribe. These peoples are followers of Buddhism. They have lived here for centuries, as a result of which the Membas has a rich cultural and mythological heritage. Mechuka itself is believed to have been blessed into existence by Guru Rinpoche, the 8th century saint who is revered by many as the second Buddha. The Buddhists in and around the region refer to the town as Nehnang, meaning pilgrimage. Mechuka's holy associations are believed to have been endowed its snowmelt with medicinal properties, hence the name Mechuka, where men is medicine, chu is water, and ka is snow. Myth and spirituality pervades all aspects of life in Mechuka, and as such, the symbols abound in and around the place. Some 15 kilometers away from Mechuka town is the Tapostan, meaning place of penance, or Pema Subhu as the locals call it. They believe that Guru Rinpoche once meditated here. Interestingly, the same spot is also considered sacred by a Sikh contingent of the Indian army stationed there, who believe that Guru Nanak, founder of the Sikh religion, had an encounter with a wild bear here and overpowered him with his spiritual powers. The army has built a Gurudwara to immortalize the story. Differences notwithstanding, both the beliefs have coexisted in harmony for decades. Another spot of spiritual significance of the Membas is Lalung, which means God's place, and is believed to be the cradle of human settlement in the region. While places of spiritual and religious significance abound, Mechuka is also a paradise for those wishing to spend some tranquil time by themselves. Though Mechuka is beautiful in any season, a good time to visit is during the Sonam Losar festival in January. Freshly painted houses, colored prayer flags, people in traditional costumes, and cultural programs that highlight the tribe's rich heritage all make it come alive as the members celebrate the onset of yet another year to add on to their glorious heritage. Mechuka is connected both by road and airways. The only advanced landing ground in the area is maintained by Indian Air Force. For Northeast Diary, this is Rakesh Tole, Itanagar.
Let's now turn our focus to Nagaland, home to 17 major tribes, each with its own distinct customs, languages, and traditional attire. These communities are easily identified by their colorful and intricately designed costumes, jewelry, and beadwork. In today's episode, we delve deeper into the traditions of the Angami Naga tribe, one of the major tribal communities in the state. The Angama people are hill dwellers who primarily rely on cultivation and livestock rearing. Traditionally known as warriors, the Angamis have a rich cultural legacy that continues to thrive.
Nagaland is a state of India lying in the hills and mountains of the northeastern part of India. It is one of the smaller states of India. The Nagas consist of numerous tribes and each one has a specific geographic distribution. The Naga tribes lack a common language and each tribe has its own dialects. Angamis are one of the major tribes of Nagaland, whose settlements are spread across the Kohima district in northeast Nagaland, bordering Assam. Mashavenu Angami explains the salient features of her tribe.
My name is Mashifunu Joto. I'm from Chakama village and we belong to Angami tribe.
The Angami Nagas are hill people depending basically on cultivation and livestock rearing.
Most of the peoples are agriculturists and then they also practice June cultivations, shifting cultivation and terrace cultivation.
The Angamis celebrate a 10-day festival called
Sikrini, which we celebrate in the end of December or in the first week of January. It consists of 7 days and it varies from village to village.
The design of the clothes worn by the Angami, men and women, are quite different from each other. Beads, miniature mask, pendants, bangles and bracelets are most common among them all.
The girls use is called todi, and the mekhala which the girls use is khemho. For men, blouse which boys use, it's mixed with black and red. That is called lowo bola. And then they also use a type of mekhala which is known as sni. And also there is again another traditional attire which the boys use mainly during the folk dance, and that is called teha. Ornaments like necklace, yes, necklace, we use necklace, earrings. Boys, their earrings are made from the feather. The girls, we make from the thread.
Angami dance, music, songs and folklore all express an exuberant concern for life.
We have different music, like songs sang in the different occasion. Some when we go to the field, we sing some songs. Farm-based, yes. Folk dances we perform during festival seasons or some special occasions. We Angamis, we go to field digging, and the song is different. And when the planting seasons are and harvesting seasons, the folk songs are different. Actually, in our song, we mostly stand in Sohimojo Sonodijole. And when translate, I heard that it is said as who grows up without a lover. That's the starting of the song. And the next tunes, we use some different lyrics depending on the tunes. Christian songs are very different from the folk songs. Gospel songs, we use for singing that in the churches. It's different from the traditional. The girls from the young, they start carrying the basket for work.
Elderly life. That is, it's mostly based on a girl's life story.
A prominent village institution is the Morung, a communal house or dormitory for young unmarried men, where skulls and other trophies of war were hung.
A Moron in the ancient days is about boys can only enter, and in the Moron, the boys are taught to with baskets, how to go and protect themselves from wars. Folk songs that are taught like that separately. The girls in the Morons, we can see there are different items like baskets, nagashells, which are worn out in the ancient times, of mat which is used to use grains to dry there's vegetables, millets, job steers, these dry vegetables, or we call it osu in our dialect. They are also used for decorations. The big one is used as mug also. In Angami kitchen, we define different things like smoke mix, which is a common thing for the Angamis. We call ourselves Angamis, but there is also a common language which is known as Tingidie. I think it will be said as oral language because there's no written form. Tingidie, where there's a written form like boots.
A central feature of Naga life is the Feast of Merit, a series of ceremonies culminating with the sacrifice of a mithun, a domesticated gaur. Dr. Dikole of Nagaland University explained.
The feast will be offered to the community by a couple who acquired richness with their own effort. That is what we call it the Feast of Merit. A couple are blessed by what we call it the Supreme Court, Ko Kipuro, because of their sincerity, piousness, rightful conduct in life, obedience to the supernatural being. Because of the accomplishment of such personal obedience to God, they were blessed with richness. A huge numbers of cattle had to be killed to feast the whole village community for 5 days continuously. Rice beer is one of the major components in offering the feast.
And now, folks, listen to an Angami folk song, a touching tale of two lovers who dream of climbing Mount Japfu, where they hope to be transformed into the brightest stars to watch over future generations. And that brings us to the close of this edition of Northeast Diary. Join us again next week, same day, same time, for more inspiring stories from this enchanting part of India. Until then, goodbye and do take good care of yourself.
This program was presented and produced by Vinita Thakur with assistance from Kumar Gaurav. It was brought to you by the News Services Division of Akashvani.